Okay, I like to keep these videos short. So, why you're not in control of your marketing? There's four main ways. Number one, your website. The reason why is, depending on the person, most time you don't really own it. Half time it's owned by an agency. They own your domain name. They own everything about the website. And as soon as you stop paying them, bam, your website is gone. Same goes with a place like Squarespace or Weebly. You're paying them every month, and honestly, they're overpriced. But as soon as you start paying them, you can say bye-bye to your site. You don't actually own that. Like, you're leaving it in someone else's hands, either an agency or some platform builder. You don't own it. Two, your search ranking. Most times people just aren't doing anything for it. Like, this is just your basic SEO stuff. Like, sometimes you've heard of it, but you don't know anything about it. Either you handed it off to someone else, like an agency or something like that, or you're not doing anything. Either one is bad, because if you're just handing it off to someone else, you don't know what they're doing. They're just throwing jargon at you, put backlinks and all this and that, and most of the time you don't know what they're talking about. You're just going along with it because it's like, yeah, sounds good. You need to learn a little bit about it so that you'll be in a position to understand what they're saying and see if it's actually worth anything. Because there's a lot of places out here giving useless things that used to work in 2008 that don't work anymore, but they're selling it like it does. Paid ads. This goes for like Facebook ads, Google, Bing ads, any of that. Basically, 95% of the time, if you're doing it at all, you just hand it off with no understanding of what the money is doing, keywords. But a lot of times you don't even know about the landing pages. You're just letting it go. And sometimes that's fine. Sometimes they're getting good results. Sometimes they're getting no results, but they're telling you testing and all this and that. Like, and eventually what happens to a lot of business owners, they just give up. They end up just giving up because they're not getting any results, or sometimes they're getting results, but more often than not, they just give up because they're not getting results, and they give up after like maybe 2 or 3 months because they don't understand the process, because they just left it into the hands of someone else, and the person told them there's going to be all these great results, and then it doesn't happen as quick as they thought. So another example of you're not actually having control. Keys, someone else's hands. And your social media is the last one. A lot of times people aren't even controlling it. Like, it's there, or it's an automatic generated one. Or if they are controlling it, not doing anything with it, you're leaving it up to Facebook to promote it for you and hope that someone finds it. Like, you might throw on, like, you're not doing any advertising with it. You might just throw on a random picture, and that's about it. Some people just might promote something once every year, and that's almost as good as nothing. Or you've left it up to an agency, and boy, this is one right here. An agency will charge you some stupid amount for some package, and honestly, it's like most of it is just garbage. It's like they're doing X amount of posts. It's not results driven or anything. It's just X amount of posts for reasons. Most time the posts, you don't have a following. No one cares. They're posting, but they're not going to have any followers, so no one's commenting, no one's liking. It's just a waste of time. So that's a quick rundown of how you're not in control of your marketing.